Hello and welcome to PR Today, the podcast about twerking.
I can't even say twerking without cracking up.
Hello and welcome to PR Today, the podcast that's all about twerking.
In today's episode, we actually will be talking about twerking.
We're talking about Miley Cyrus, we're talking about the VMAs.
We're talking about Justin Bieber and Amanda Bynes.
All things twerking all the time here on PR Today.
Because what else is there to talk about?
Yeah, certainly no world events happening.
No, nothing important.
Nothing important.
Nothing.
Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
Biggest question you're getting about Miley Cyrus.
Okay, so when people find out you're in public relations, usually the first question they want to know is about whatever pop celebrity is doing something crazy, whether it be Justin Bieber, whether it be Amanda Bynes, whether it be Miley Cyrus.
Lohan.
Who?
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan. They always want to know, are they doing it on purpose? Like, is this a publicist's idea, or are they just out of control?
Right.
And my answer is usually, well, it depends.
Right.
So you know, as a publicist, I think most people want positive coverage, typically, for their clients. But, you know, sometimes being a little outrageous, especially as a celebrity, especially as a young teen sensation, can have its advantages. It kind of puts you on the radar again, increases your profile. But I'm sure no publicist would want to get the kind of coverage that, like, Justin Bieber got when he did that. What did he write in Anne Frank's the Anne Frank's Museum?
I'm sure if Anne were alive today, she would have been a believer.
Oh, God.
Which is
so
the worst thing in the world. It's just...
No one should ever write that, ever.
And there is no publicist that would think that this was a good idea.
Yeah, no one would be like, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
Write this, and then you're...
It'll be big news.
It'll be big news, and you'll be on the map. And he was already on the map, so there is no winning for him doing this.
Yeah, exactly. The entertainment world of public relations is a whole different beast to certainly what I'm used to. I know some folks who do it for a living, and it is a different world. It is dealing with personalities. It is dealing with, in the case of some of these bigger stars, like, some pretty rampant substance abuse issues.
For sure.
Lindsay Lohan is, this is not an act.
Yeah.
this is her life.
I think no publicist would be like, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
A couple stints in rehab.
Get
That'll
in
be
a
amazing.
Car.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like any kind of out of control, dangerous lifestyle, I would say no publicist is recommending. And like to kind of echo what Paul said, I've never done celebrity PR. This is all opinion.
Right.
So, but I would say most PR people would never recommend that their clients do that.
Exactly. Which brings us to twerking.
And Miley Cyrus at the VMAs.
Right.
So I think we can all agree that she did things with foam hands that no one should do.
The inventor of the foam hand released a statement the next day condemning Miley Cyrus's performance as an affront to the foam finger.
I will never look at one again. Like every sporting event, it's,
No, it's ruined forever.
Ruined.
Amazing. But stunt or...
I think it was a stunt.
Right.
Because, the VMAs is a highly produced event. Right. Miley Cyrus wouldn't have just been given freedom to do whatever choreography she wants. Like, someone really thought about the I can't even say that word. Choreography. And like planned that. The twerking song with Justin Bieber was released 2 days later. Like,
and she had a single coming out the next day.
And she had a single coming out. Like, it all fit. The pieces fit so well.
Right.
And, I think she's trying to send a strong signal to the world that she's not a little girl anymore. She's no longer Hannah Montana.
She really isn't.
She is like the opposite of Hannah Montana.
No, she can't stop.
No.
And she won't stop.
She won't stop. No stopping. So I think, it does feel pretty contrived and well packaged.
Right. Yeah. Her contract with Disney is very clearly over.
Yeah.
And she wants to let the world know, right?
Yeah.
So was it a stunt? Sure.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I'm going to put that on the stunt list.
Stunt. Good. Lindsay Lohan, not a stunt. Miley, stunt.
Stunt. And then, some people have asked, like, is all this coverage on Miley Cyrus showing that news media will never be the same? Like, the fact that, all these big global things are happening, right. And CNN did reports on it. It was on the, cover of papers.
There's a 2-year civil war happening in Syria right now, and Miley Cyrus twerking with a foam finger is the biggest hit on CNN.
Yeah,
there's a problem here.
It's a super big problem, and apparently now twerking is in the dictionary,
which is awesome.
Which is kind of Awesome.
It's kind of the best. So, if a client comes to you and says, I have this great gimmicky idea for a that I think will sell me a lot of papers. If it bleeds, it leads, is what we say in PR.
Yep.
Big stories that are controversial tend to get big headlines. What do you say?
I mean, I guess it depends, like, what the communications objectives are. Yes, a great stunt can get a spike in coverage, but if you have nothing important to say or something to sustain that coverage, it's going to fall off, and it can turn into a negative. It kind of becomes a flash in a pan or your 15 minutes of fame. Right. I personally think it's better to have substance over stunts, but that's my opinion. But on the other hand, stunts do work.
Stunts work. I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I like a long-term plan, and generally we don't work with clients who want a month's worth of coverage. Yeah. Because we think that if you're going to build a brand, you're in it for the long haul. And while you have peaks and valleys in the amount of media coverage you get, to have a one-hit wonder is damaging to your business, to your brand, and to the integrity of the people doing your PR.
Yeah, it kind of just makes you feel a little
cheap,
gross.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first. We are not advocates of the crazy stunt.
No stunts. Moderate twerking.
Yeah. We will be twerking later.
It's good. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Paul Nixie.
And I'm Kylie McMullen. And this is PR Today.